Yeah, so you're gonna be a little sore, actually, probably for the next week or so.
Yeah, but that's okay.
You had tetanus, yeah. You
I've
had
had it
tetanus before.
But the pneumonia shot I've never had before. I'm
Okay.
like, oh, I've never had a pneumonia shot before.
Yeah, you might be just a little
Well,
sore.
if I did, I don't remember. I think it was probably what a baby if they gave it to me.
Yeah, a long time ago, if you got it at all. So okay. Did you all talk about meds at all?
We kind of touched on it. He
Mhm.
literally was kind of like, you know, are you okay with it? Did you have any questions at all? Because he actually is so good that he was kind of like, this is the regime we want to put you on, or here's your, you have Truvada, Reataz, and Norvir, or you have like Ciavitrate, all all
the
these
different
other,
options.
And so I chose one, and I don't have any questions on it. I did the research I could. You know, I asked my partners about it, and it was good.
Okay. All right. So Reataz, Norvir, Truvada is it. Okay.
Now, Tracy, could you go over the the side effects
Absolutely.
of each drug for me?
You got it.
So I kind of like am more prepared.
And I'm going to give you some written information as well.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
We're going to get one of these.
This is going to be yours, but I can give you a blank one.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to mark this one up because I want the information to be on here and something that you can take with you.
Okay.
And remember, what I'm giving you is kind of the highlights, the things that you really should be concerned about.
Okay.
I think I gave you the brochure the last time I saw you.
You
so that goes into much more detail.
Yeah.
Okay, but take it with a grain of salt. Don't let it freak you out.
Okay.
These are the things that you really should be concerned about.
No problem.
Okay, so we're talking Reataz, Norvir, and Truvada. You're going to take 1 cap daily of each, and remember they need to be with food. We talked about that last time, right? 1 cap daily, and then Truvada is 1 tab daily. Okay. First off, tell me, what time of day are you going to be taking these, considering that it needs to be with food? I think you talked a little bit about. Did you say evening last time?
I think I'm gonna start out in the evening because it depends on how harsh the side effects are.
Okay.
Because I want to be asleep when they come.
Yeah, which is a good thought. A lot of people think that way. That's perfectly fine.
I mean, I don't want to take it early in the morning and then feel like crap, during the day when I'm.
But if you do it that way, maybe give yourself a couple weeks. Let your body kind of adjust to any side effects that you have, and then if morning time is more conducive to your schedule, then just switch to the morning.
Right.
That should be okay. Okay. All right. So I won't put the times on here since you're gonna, you might change later. But potential side effects, again, the main things are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. That is potentially coming from the Norvir and the Reataz. Remember, we also talked about the potential for some yellowing of the whites of the eyes from the Reataz component. Okay. Then the other thing I like to write it on here about the Reataz is about drug interactions. Separate the dosing of Tums, Rolaids, Maalox, Mylanta.
Anything kind of acidic.
You got it. Or that's going to change the stomach acid level, okay? Or Pepto-Bismol by 2 hours from Reataz, okay? Because remember, Reataz needs the acid in the stomach in order to be absorbed,
right?
Okay? And separate the dosing of Zantac or Pepcid by 12 hours from Reataz. And do not take Prilosec, okay? It's a little purple pill. It's one over the counter. It's kind of the most expensive that you can get if you're having stomach upset. But if I remember correctly, when we talked about these, you really don't take any of those, right? Yeah. So you should be fine. If you have questions about it, more specific questions, just give us a call. Give me a call, okay? We could talk about it a little bit further. And you might also see some things in the literature that times on these are a little bit different. If you take a look at the literature, I think they say 2 hours before or 10 hours after, which just tends to become a little bit confusing. So we keep it simple. 2 hours before, 2 hours after, 12 hours before, 12 hours after, or not at all, depending on which medication we're talking about, okay? And then the last medication is the Truvada. The main side effect that you will get from this is the gassiness. That's coming from the Viriad component that is in there. And the Viriad is the tenofovir, so you might have a little gas there, okay? But again, if you get anything kind of out of the ordinary, if you get rash or anything that we haven't really talked about, definitely give me a call, okay? Rash is not a big side effect with any of these medications, but it's always a possibility. It's listed in the literature, okay?
How pronounced would the rash be?
Say that again?
How pronounced would the rash be? Or?
Very mild. Usually rashes are pretty mild if they're drug related. But don't ignore it if you get a rash. having said that, don't ignore it if you get a
It's
rash.
like, honey.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, she said I might get this. No, don't ignore it. Come in and talk to me, okay?
Okay.
The other things I wanted to tell you about are, we talked about this last time, I think, too.
Grapefruit.
Grapefruit
Yeah.
and the juice, all right. Avoid. Okay? And storage. Let's talk about that real quickly, too.
Okay.
Because we talked about it
Right.
last time. Noravir is stable at room temperature. I can't spell today. Room temp for up to 30 days.
Okay.
For more than 30 days, store in fridge. Okay?
Okay.
If you have it, if you have a bottle for longer than 30 days, store it in the fridge. And that does not, that's only talking about the Norvir, not the other two. Okay? So please, please, please do not put the Rayataz or the Truvada in the refrigerator because they will break down.
Okay.
The moisture will get to those medications and make them break down. Okay? Questions?
As far as diet is concerned, you're
Mhm.
saying avoid grapefruit. Now, what about the other juices? Are they okay?
All the other juices are fine. Yeah, it's
Okay.
just the grapefruit and the grapefruit juice.
Okay.
Mhm.
And what about green tea?
Green tea is okay too. There aren't a lot of drug interactions really with the green tea. And I think you told me.
I drink gallons and gallons of the stuff. Like.
Yeah, green tea is okay. Did you tell me when we met last time about? No, I'm confusing with somebody else. So someone told me about a vitamin something, a veggie drink.
St. John's Wort.
Well, we talked about St.
Yeah.
John's Wort. You weren't the veggie drink person. Okay.
No,
All
oh
right.
God, I stay away from.
Yeah.
I
I ran into
can't
somebody
do
else
it.
who was drinking a lot of
Vegetables.
but it was in a pill form. I'm sorry, it wasn't a drink. It was in a pill form.
Uh-huh.
But it was all of these just vegetables ground up, dried, and stuck inside of a gelatin.